The Gilded Goblins Galore event is here, running from 4 to 11 of March 2025, and it is the perfect time to farm treasure goblins like never before. During this event, goblins spawn more frequently, drop extra loot, and 6 brand new goblin variants, each carrying specific types of loot to help you farm exactly what you need. Here's a quick rundown of the new goblin types and their loot drops. Gilded Baron showers you with massive amount of gold, perfect for boosting your wealth, with a chance to drop a bag of coin, even more coins. Odious Actor drop crafting material, including Obtusite at Torment tiers. It also has a chance to drop a bag of material for extra resources. Glittering Prisms drop runes, gem fragments, tributes, and scatter prism. It has a chance to drop a bag of shiny for additional material. Curious Myrrh rewards you with murmuring oboes and a chance to drop a bag of oboes for additional oboes. Gelatinous Cyrus split into multiple goblins when killed. You must kill the small goblins to receive the loot, resulting in tons of extra loot, including legendaries, boss summoning material, and elixir. Fancy Old Feathering ultra rare spawn. This super rare goblins has a chance to drop a mythic unique item and a resplendent spark. The original treasure goblins remains in the game, however, it drops lesser loot now. Only drops legendary gears, gold, crafting material, and with a chance to drop boss summoning items and treasure bag, which contain legendaries and gold. Once the event ends, these new treasure goblins will stick around, but their spawn rate will drop significantly, so farm them while you can. To participate, visit the goblin statue in Kelvashad. From there, you can track your goblin reputation, which rewards you as you slay this greedy creature. The more goblins you kill, the higher the chance that you will receive additional treasure bags from your goblins kill. Completing the reputation track for this event will reward you with a resplendent spark. If you are looking to complete the reputation track in a speedy way, stack up on loot, gold, and the sweet repeatable rewards of Unceasing Gifts during this event, you are in the right place. In this video, I will show you guys the most efficient way to farm it all, and the best location to farm treasure goblins, and tips to make the most of this event. Let's get started. Basically, treasure goblins can spawn all over the sanctuary, both in the open world and inside dungeon. But before you start chasing them down, keep in mind that some of the best rewards like Obtusite, mythic uniques, and other high-end loot are locked behind torment difficulty. So if you want the best drops, make sure you are farming in the right tier. The best goblin farming location will be at Nahantu, the ultimate goblin playground. However, it requires the Vessel of Hatred expansion. If you own the Vessel of Hatred expansion, Nahantu is hands down the best place to farm treasure goblins. Why? It is massive, packed with high monster density, and crawling with goblins. Just roam around and you will constantly run into them. And don't kill too many monsters while searching for goblins. You might run into Great Shrine, and when you do, pop that shrine, then go on full-blown massacre to spawn even more goblins. If Helltide or Headhunts happen to invade Nahantu, your farming just got even better. Here's why. Helltide lets you farm Aberrant Cinders alongside goblins, which means you can unlock torture chests for extra loot, living steel, and many more. If you stumble upon Doomsayer, talk to him immediately. He has a chance to spawn a goblin right in front of you. That's free loot. Headhunts allows you to farm green favors for whisper caches, and even Restless Rod to upgrade your witchcraft, double dipping rewards. You can easily run into 10 to 20 or even more goblins in this zone. If you don't own the expansion, no problem. The original Helltide and Headhunt zone are your next best bet. The downside is that this area might be packed with other players, so there is always a chance that someone else snipe your goblins before you get to it. If you are nearby when it dies, you will still get the loot, but don't count on it if you are late to the party. Now, if you really want fast goblin farming, head to Densha and Alzuda. These zones are small, but goblins spawn like crazy. You can easily find 5 to 10 per region just by running in circles. Since the area is compact, you will constantly be running into them. However, there is a catch. It is a PvP zone, so if you run into a Bloodmark players, they might turn you into loot instead of the goblins. Also, if other goblins hunters are farming there, the spawn rate may be lower because someone else might have already cleared them. You can switch between Densha and Azuda to maximize efficiency of farming goblins. For example, you start in Densha, it takes about 3 minutes to clear, then teleport to Azuda. It takes about 4 minutes to clear. By the time you return to Densha, the zone should have reset, and goblins will have respawned. Then you can just rinse and repeat this step until you farm enough of goblins. Small area, fast clear, lots of goblins. If you want fewer players in your zone, you can turn off crossplay in your setting to reduce competition from players on other platforms. No matter where you are farming, whether it is Nahantu, Helltide or Headhunts, zone swapping is key to efficiency. Instead of waiting around for respawn, you can rotate between two zones. For example, 5 hills and 7 stone, 5 hill and restless canopy. Switch in between Headhunt zone or any zone that you prefer. Clear one zone, teleport to other, clear it, then return. By then, the first zone will have reset. If you stick to one location, you might find that goblins take too long to respawn, which slow down your farming. So never stop moving, keep farming and stack up that loot. Besides going goblin crazy in this farming zone, don't forget about World Boss event, especially Everest. Defeating him doesn't just drop loot, he also spawned a horde of treasure goblins upon death. It is basically a loot pinata explosion, so make sure to mark your timers and be there when he spawns. You won't want to miss out on this golden opportunity. And don't forget to gear up for the chase, equip boots and amulet or any gear with bonus movement speed to outrun those sneaky goblins, and maybe even other players. The faster you move, the less chance they have to escape, and the more loot you will claim for yourself. Remember, in the race for riches, speed is king. And that's a wrap up on the best way to farm treasure goblins during the Gilded Goblins Galore event. Now, all that's left is for you to run faster than the competition, look like a goblin hoarding maniac, and stack up those Unceasing Goblin Gifts. If this guide helped you, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more Diablo 4 content, tips and farming strategies. Now get out there, farm like crazy, and may your goblins be plentiful and panic stricken. Thanks for watching and thanks for tuning in. Good luck and all the best to you guys, and as always, happy hunting. See you guys in the next one. Ta-ta.